So after this Osasuna match, I think it is fair to say that Real Madrid absolutely struck gold. Absolutely. Because Franco Mastantuono, listen, I'm gonna be honest, I may have been very incorrect about this player because he was good in this match. But listen, this match, it was decent to watch. It wasn't fun. It wasn't high entertaining football, high intensity. It was a very calm game. But I do think we saw some good things in the team. Like we saw Kylian Mbappe score a penalty and he opens up Real Madrid's account for the new season. And I think this is going to be a very big season for Mbappe. And I'm excited actually. I'm excited to see him break the records he broke last season. Because I think with an Mbappe who can perform for the first and the second half of the season, I think we're going to see a 60 plus goal season. So he scored the goal. That was the only goal. We move on to another player's performance who I thought was quite good, and that is Alvaro Carreras. A good performance, although I didn't really like what I saw between him and Vinny. If I'm being honest, they were kind of moving into each other. And this is something that I spoke about. Because in the video I made of where Real Madrid were interested in Carreras, I said Carreras is very similar to Franco Garcia. And when Franco Garcia and Vinny play next to each other, it doesn't really go well together. And we saw that today because Carreras played good, but Vinny didn't play too good. And that is also a problem. Vinny, I don't know what's happening with Vinny. It's kind of upsetting to see because we know this is a good player. We know what he can do on the pitch, but we are not seeing the best version of him. Listen, it's either Vinny has dropped his level or the defenders have just genuinely found him out. And if that is the case, then I don't know, he might be cooked. But either way, let's talk about the main man who came up in the 60th minute. The man who this video is about, where he just turned 18. Franco Mastantuono. The stuff that I said about Franco Mastantuono just about a few weeks ago, it sounds almost crazy because I said defensively he wouldn't be too good. I said we have to give it time, be patient with him. But now I have a completely different opinion. Yes, he wasn't perfect. He did lose the ball a few times, but he was very composed. His skill was good. He played with the team very well. And he joined the team like 4 days ago. 4 days ago. That is insane. Or I think it's even less than 4 days ago. The guy was playing there like he knows the team. Like he's been playing with them now for a few years or something. And while I was watching him on that pitch, it made me actually come to a big realization. We need a player like this. Well, we have him now, but we always needed a player who was a right winger and was left-footed and can cut inside. Because if we're being for real, we haven't had a right-footed left winger since Marco Asensio. Literally, that was the last time, and that was like 2023. And he wasn't even like a proper right winger. And I think Mastantuono is a perfect right winger. And the funniest thing is, I thought he would maybe come on for Güler. And that is because they both like to play on the right side. And they also play in the same position, which is attacking midfield. But the thing is, when he came on the pitch, he was put in the right side of the pitch. Maybe like a right wing or right midfield. And then Güler was actually being played on the left. And this is a side that you won't usually see from him. Yes, in the Club World Cup, to be fair, we did actually see him play quite a lot there on that left side. But he was all around. He was even passing 1-2s with Mastantuono. And this is exciting stuff. The team is looking exciting. And I think the three players who are going to be very, very important in Xabi Alonso's system is Kylian Mbappe, Güler, and Franco Mastantuono. And the thing about this is, when you look at Ancelotti, who was the coach like just 3 months ago, his three favorites were Vinny Jr., Jude Bellingham, and Rodrigo. So I'm kind of seeing a dynamic shift. I'm seeing things change. And I think Vinny and his spot in the starting 11, I think that can come into question. And I think we could see very well Vinny being put on the bench. Because as we said, he is not up to his best level. We're seeing Rodrigo currently on the bench. And he doesn't even sit on the bench for like 60 minutes and then make a substitution for him to come on. No, he sits on the bench for the entire match. Now this is kind of crazy. This is a situation I don't like. considering Xabi talks good about him in the media. Like Xabi said, he will 100% count on Rodrigo. But in this match, he 100% didn't count on Rodrigo and kept him on the bench for the entire match. So I think there are two options that Rodrigo can go ahead and take. And the first option is stay at the club and fight for your spot. Fight back for your spot. Get your spot back. Maybe he's gonna still win his spot. Maybe he's gonna steal his right wing position back. We don't really know. Or he can take the second option, which is just leave the club. And that's the option I don't think he should take. I think he should stay. And I think he should fight for his spot. If I'm being honest with you, if there's any time for Rodrigo to overtake Vinny, it could be this season. But let's talk again about Mastantuono, because I've never been this excited to see a youngster in so long. I think the last player that got us this excited to see him play was Güler. And to be honest, that was one of the worst times because he got injured, came back, got injured. But I think with Mastantuono, things are gonna be way different. I think this guy is gonna be in the starting 11 very, very soon. And I haven't seen an 18-year-old play with this amount of confidence and composure since Lamine Yamal, and that was like 3 days ago. Now the thing is, we actually saw him get registered to the Castilla. And this is kind of crazy. This means he can actually play in the Castilla. And that will mean he can take the number 30. He has taken the number 30 and he played with it in this match. Now the thing is, people are kind of complaining about it. They're saying, well, how can Real Madrid just do that? How can they register a new signing to the Castilla and then just suddenly just use him in the first team? Okay, so now we move on from Mastantuono and we can speak about one of the players that really impressed in this match. Who is the player? Huijsen. So we do this every single video where we talk about him at the end of the video, and that is because this guy is insane. He came from Bournemouth, was a starter in Bournemouth, and then within like just a few months became a starter for Spain and became a starter for Real Madrid. This guy is him. Is him. If there's also another player who truly performed in this match, it's going to be Militao. Now Militao, ever since he came back, he has actually been quite good. And this is crazy because he came back from 2 ACL injuries back to back and is playing on the same level that he played when he got injured. We also saw Danny Carvajal make his return. Now he did return then the Club World Cup against PSG, but I feel like this was the true match where we could see how good he is coming off this ACL injury. And he played quite decent. It's honestly insane that we have Trent starting and then Trent goes off and then we have Carvajal coming up. It's honestly unfair. Okay, so Güler, listen, in this match I thought he had a good performance, and honestly something I did notice is his defensive work is improving. Truly it's improving. I saw one moment where he won the ball back and then immediately was just passing nicely with the team. He has truly improved so much and he's now a main starter. We say this every single time, but he's a main starter. I cannot believe it. And honestly, I like what I'm seeing from him under Xabi Alonso. But that's my thoughts. Tell me your thoughts there in the comment section. But if you enjoyed, smash like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Peace.